Well, Happy New Year! As Frosty, I think, says, right? Frosty the Snowman. Yeah, it's a little frosty around here in my parts. We got some snow. It's not keeping us home and getting cabin fever just yet, but um, I'm just out making some returns. Oh, what fun it is. um, but speaking of New Year's, do you have any New Year's resolutions? That word kind of like just like travels around, kind of back and forth in the brain, and you hear it everywhere. New Year's resolution. What's your New Year's resolution? And to be honest, if your New Year's resolution is something you're doing only because everybody else is doing it, you're not going to find yourself sticking with it. The root word resolute, marked by determination. Wow. So determination usually is an individual act. It's an individual thing that maybe other people come together on, but it's an individual. If you are resolute, you are determined, you are confident, you are assured, you are purposeful, intentional, and you're steady in your decisions and your actions, and you won't find yourself faltering. So right now, I think there's a lot of pressure on people because, oh no, I don't have a New Year's resolution. Oh, I have to. Oh, well, what's that person doing? Oh, well, what's that person doing? Oh, what are they telling me on media that I should be doing? Oh, well, what should I be eating? What shouldn't I be eating? Oh, what should I be thinking? What shouldn't I be thinking? Oh, what should I give up? What should I not give up? What should I... All of these things and people just directing us, telling us, go here, do this, don't do that. It's like, how about my resolution is I'm going to be me. I'm going to embrace me. I'm going to embrace who God made me to be. And because unfortunately, a lot of resolutions come because we are comparing ourselves to one another. Whether that be a celebrity, whether that be someone that we hang with, it's comparison. Oh, I don't have that in my life, so I need to do this so I can obtain that. It's usually coming from a place of, well, I'm not happy, I'm not content, I need this to change. Now, there are absolutely reasons, great reasons for having New Year's resolutions, and some people, end up sticking with them, and some don't. I heard a pastor say just recently, he passed a gym on the way to his service, and the parking lot was full of cars. He says in 10 days, that parking lot's going to be empty. Unfortunately, it is true, because a lot of New Year's resolutions are not individual. They come from, and if they are individual, they come from a place of, okay, I'm looking at this, I'm looking at that, I'm looking at this person, I'm looking at this thing, and I don't have it, and I want it. So I need to change in order to get that. And if we do anything because of it coming from a comparison to another person, it's not going to stay. It's going to falter because it's not yours. I taught my kids in one of my classes about your goals, that they need to be smart, specific, measurable, attainable, realistic, and timed. And then we added a little Y on there. Somebody else added it, but SMART-E. And the Y is yours. Your goals, your resolutions need to be yours. When it becomes personal, It becomes something that we stand on. It becomes something that we are firm about. We are resolute about. So if you are making a resolution, this is just a message to encourage you to be doing it for you. I've had a message before I put out about just do you. Just be you. Because if you are trying to be somebody else, if you are trying to attain somebody else's achievements, somebody else's look, somebody else's whatever, you're going to be disappointed. Because you were made specifically and uniquely how God made you. You know, I straighten my hair. This takes a lot for me to straighten my hair because my hair is naturally curly. I have the skill and I know the technique on how to do it, and so I just felt like doing it. But I don't do this because I want to look like a certain person or something like that. I love to be my own person. I love to just be me. You know, if I feel like putting on makeup and earrings and dressing up, I'm going to do it. And it's not because somebody else around me is doing it. Matter of fact, a lot of times I do that and other people haven't. And whatever, it's me, you know. I put on lipstick so I don't feel dead. My mama, when she used to get in my car and we go shopping, she pulled down my mirror and she'd say, "Oh, I look so dead. I need to put some lipstick on." You know, you get to a point in life where, you know, she wasn't comparing herself to anyone. She just, for her own self, she just wanted to feel more alive. And that's kind of how I am as well. I feel more alive, you know, especially us as women. You know, when our hair's done, our makeup's done, and we just, you know, we're dressed, and we just feel different. You know, it really does. But anyway, just an encouragement. If you do have that resolution that most people last about 3 weeks, if that. If this is not something that you have purposefully thought about and meditated on and really understand the steps it's going to take to get you where you need to get, how are you going to achieve that resolution, that goal? Because we've got to have a plan. We've got to have a vision. Otherwise, it will fail. Those who fail to plan to fail. Now, granted, you can plan and things not go the way expected. Boy, is that a lot of my life. But you know what? It doesn't mean you failed. It just means it's giving you an opportunity to learn in that situation, in that experience. And to take that and say, okay, so let me do this different. Let me do that different. Let me change this up. But make sure that your resolution, that your goal is yours. And that you're firm about it. That you are sure about it. Because, and even write it down. Put it somewhere to remind you of what it is that's your goal. Tell other people, not to brag, but just say, hey, this is something that I want to be accountable to, and I'm looking for other people to kind of help me to be accountable to this. Would you help me be accountable to this? And then allow them to keep you accountable. Not by shame or by guilt, okay? But by allowing correction into our lives. If I have a goal I'm trying to meet and I tell someone, listen, I want to do this on this day and this many times and whatever the goal is, you know, financially, I want to save this amount of money, you know, I want to do this, I have this goal, you know, this is what my achievement is, you know, that's what planners help you do, you know, financial planners. Which honestly, I could probably use one. But there are people that can come alongside us to keep us accountable to those things that we say yes. And I think New Year's resolutions, a lot of times there's no accountability. You know, the gyms are packed, but who is that person accountable to? Now, some people are they have more resolve. They're more resolute individually, that they can actually stay accountable to themselves. I mean, 4 years ago, I decided I'm going to grow personally in many different ways. And one of those ways was that I wanted to lose weight. Not because I wanted to look a certain way. I wanted to feel better. I was tired. I was run down. I was not feeling healthy. And I couldn't do some things I wanted to be able to do. And if you followed me, you know that I just ran a 5K. Now, granted, I didn't run the whole thing, but I still participated, and I was me in it. You know, I wasn't comparing myself to the other runners. I just wanted to make it to the finish line and pass the finish line without dying. And I did. And, you know, that was great, the Rocky Run. And, you know, I'll see what's the next thing for me. But I'm not a gym junkie. You know, I'm not like, I'm not running out I'm not out running every day. I can't, this weather, I just can't. It's enough for me to just get out and walk right now, because it's cold. It just goes right to my bones. But that was a personal, you know, mentally, I had been preparing myself. And so that mental thought became something that I acted upon. So we have to make sure that we keep control of our thoughts, because that's the first place that we'll find ourselves changing, and then our actions will follow. So just be encouraged. If you have a resolution, make sure it's yours. Make sure you're firm about it. You're set on it. And it's something that you can achieve. Because you are not someone else. You are you. You are you. So be you. And not somebody else. And so I hope that could be a resolution for you this year. Is to just embrace who you are. Embrace who you are. And if you want to make a change, make that change for you. Not because of somebody else or something else. But because it's something that you want. And that you need. And that you can achieve. So have a great day. Happy New Year. Until next time.